Saying Major League Baseball is a hypocritical organization run by a collection of unscrupulous individuals is hardly news. They've been doing some dodgy things for years, even decades now. Usually, though, they would at least attempt to put on some sort of facade to show that it wasn't the case.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
Major League Baseball, alongside the Atlanta Braves, filed a formal objection to Diamond Sports Group's reorganization, claiming plans for the regional sports network contracts it holds for various baseball teams was nothing more than a bunch of make-believe. MLB went as far to say they had grave concerns about the plan if it were to be approved. Why does this situation sound so dang familiar? A group upset by nonsensical plans concocted by a baseball team? Where have I possibly heard this before? Oh, hey, that's right. Major League Baseball and the various 30 owners in the league are upset that someone is doing to them what they have done to the Oakland A's. The hypocrisy of this, well, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. It's outrageous, preposterous, outlandish. It's something only Major League Baseball would be dumb enough to attempt to do, yet they aren't the ones who suffer. The only ones here who get the short end of the stick are fans who love the sport. This entire ordeal gets worse, much worse. When you root around and hear some of the arguments MLB is using against Diamond Sports Group, it just makes you want to scream into a pillow. This group has the audacity to bitch about the same things that it is actively doing to others as we speak right now. The height of hypocrisy, the pinnacle of pettiness. Yet it is fans who suffer in the doldrums of douchedom because baseball is bullshit. This is bullshit.
And the Fisher family could do all of the required equity for the project. And also, it's been reported that we think it would be a positive to have outside investors in the team, particularly investors from Las Vegas. And so we are going to talk with folks about that. And that's something we'll be getting going on in the coming months.
Let's go through some of the highlights as it relates to Major League Baseball's complaints against Diamond Sports Group so we better understand this. We can begin right here. MLB is going all Polly Prissy pants because Diamond Sports Group refuses to produce information concerning various proposed commercial elements of their reorganization plan that impacts baseball's regional TV contracts, or at least a handful of them. That's kind of interesting. So let me get this straight. Major League Baseball does not like it when someone says they have a financial plan, but then refuses to provide any specifics of it? So by the league's own logic here, they would want owners building new stadiums to give the respective community an idea of how they plan on funding said project, as well as other critical financial details. What now? MLB is enabling one of its own owners to continue to refuse to produce any financial details of a project they are working on as it relates to a stadium. But when someone refuses to give them details and simply says they have a plan that involves finances, that's a problem? Seriously, how in the godforsaken pea-brain minds of owners and MLB top brass can they complain about someone doing the same exact thing? It's like doing 95 on the highway and getting mad at someone who passes you for speeding. At least it cannot get any more hypocritical than this. Oh, sorry, wait, let me check my script again. What I meant to say is that it actually gets way more hypocritical than this. Here's another good one. Major League Baseball claims Diamond Sports Group consistently failed to produce information about various aspects of how their deal would work, including details of new distribution agreements. You mean like how the Oakland A's failed to produce various pieces of information as it relates to their own relocation, often waiting until the very last minute when there is no time to scrutinize those plans, or simply blowing right on past the deadline? That, of course, was because they didn't want anyone looking into their poorly thought out or more poorly executed plans. Hell, the situation was so bad that baseball couldn't even make a schedule in a timely fashion for 2025 because those running the A's couldn't find a new place to play while their alleged new stadium in Vegas was being built. Better yet, MLB has refused to produce any details, any explanation as to why the relocation fee for the A's was moved, or really anything relating as to why John Fisher and the Athletics are being allowed to carry on with this charade of a relocation attempt. So let's get this straight. Let's get this perfectly clear. It is totally fine for Major League Baseball and its owners to not produce information when it involves anything they are doing, but when the tables are turned and when they want information from someone else and that information isn't forthcoming, it's a problem. Sorry, blood, it just doesn't work that way. What takes the cake, though, is this, Jim. MLB claimed it should not be compelled to partner with a business that does not have a realistic roadmap to future operations. So, hold on a second. Let's go over this again. Major League Baseball is somehow entirely too important to not have to partner with an entity that cannot provide a realistic roadmap for future operations, but the people of Las Vegas, the taxpayers down there, are pretty much being forced to partner with someone on a new stadium who can't even tell them how exactly he plans to pay for it. Manfred and his cronies are bitching about not getting a realistic roadmap. What the hell is going on with the poor people of Las Vegas who can't even get concepts of a plan for a new stadium to be financed down there? If all of that is cool for your owners to do, I don't see why Major League Baseball has such an issue with Diamond Sports Group returning the favor. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Scammers and frauds of a feather should flock together. Here's a question. Can anyone even attempt to defend, let alone justify this hypocrisy for Major League Baseball? Clearly those running the sport cannot. I know someone in the comments will say, I just don't understand how business works. The problem is I actually understand all too well how things work. Baseball has often claimed it was America's pastime. Sorry, that ain't the case in 2024. Right now, today, America's pastime is lying, hypocritical behavior from those in positions of power. The average American simply exists to be exploited by them. Fuck that noise. Don't be the person shackled in a cave looking at shadows on the wall thinking that's reality. Be the person outside of the cave experiencing reality and realizing, hey, those people shackled in a cave, they're kind of getting screwed here. Stand up to skullduggery like this. In no world should MLB be allowed to play the victim in their Diamond Sports Group lawsuit while doing the exact same thing to fans in Oakland, Las Vegas, and whatever town is next. And there will be a next town. The brazen hypocrisy is there for all to see. Rob Manfred, MLB owners, the entire league, they're not trying to hide it at this point. A sport so many people love is being gutted by late-stage capitalism. It's only a matter of time the World Series trophy, something once described as a piece of metal, is sold for scraps and replaced with a Domino's pizza coupon. Not even one of the good ones, if such a thing even exists. It'll be a Domino's pizza coupon for like a free small side of garlic bread with purchase of a large pizza and 2-liter soda at full menu price. As the MLB marketing campaign goes, baseball is something else. That something is raging hypocrites determined to drag the sport to the depths of hell. And so it goes. Thank you though for watching this video. If you would like to know more about just the absolute insanity as it relates to MLB owners and how they turn fan bases against one another in relocation efforts, check out the video in the upper right hand corner of your screen. And to better understand what is really happening in Oakland and the East Bay right now, video lower left hand corner. Until next time, I am Shine Hollis. This is The Touchback, and as always, hashtag out to 25.